What is up, guys? It's MugenLord here, and today I want to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm excited for this console, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I think the only thing that I'm really worried about is whether or not I'm able to get my hands on this console. Ever since the pandemic had happened during the time of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, it was a nightmare trying to get a hold of those consoles, which I actually eventually did. Was able to get them around launch, but it was bad because we had to deal with being home and we were regulated to actually just pre-order online, something I've never done before, because growing up, I mean, I am giving my age away. Growing up, I've been around for overnight releases when it came to the PS2, the Sega Dreamcast, the Nintendo GameCube, the Xbox, the original Xbox, and all the other consoles. I've been around for all of them. So yes, I'm pretty old, and it was much easier then. But ever since we had the pandemic, you know, we had to deal with bots, we had to deal with scalpers, we had to deal with a lot of those dramas. So definitely, if you want to hear those nightmares of me getting the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, definitely check it out. I'll leave leave the thumbnail up or leave a link in the description for you to go check that out. But yes, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. Is because now we're starting to get closer to the actual direct that we're going to be having, I think in April, I believe it is, where we actually going to get some announcements of, you know, how the console's going to function, and probably some other features that we don't know about, and also some games. That's what's really important, the games that's coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. So in the article where I wanted to discuss is that there were rumors that the Switch 2 may be even cheaper than the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, and that's something I assumed that was going to be the case. But also, there's also rumors of potential third-party games that's coming to the Nintendo Switch as well, and the list is continuing to grow. So before we even dive into that, make sure to hit the bell and also hit the subscribe button for more gaming content here on the channel. So we're going to dive right into it. It's from, of course, Bounded Into Comics. Once again, it says, rumor, Nintendo Switch 2 is cheaper than PS5 and Xbox. Third-party list continues to grow. Nintendo finally revealing the Nintendo Switch 2 did little to stop leaks and speculations. Instead, it has only fueled more speculations, including those on its price and potential launch games. The latest price leak comes from Italian retailer Games and Movies.it. According to its Nintendo Switch 2 page, the console is listed for pre-orders at 364, is that pounds? The set price, which converted to US dollars, is roughly $380. However, the retailer's listing mentions that this price is a discounted pre-order offer, meaning it may not reflect the actual launch price. So it's quite possible that it will launch at $400, and that's still good. Nothing to complain about here. When translated to English, the official page reads, by pre-ordering it now, you can guarantee the discounted price. Previous reports have suggested the Nintendo Switch 2 could be priced closer to $449 or $500, which is still not, I don't have a big problem with that at all. With the higher end price likely being part of a bundle that could include a new Mario Kart title, and that would be the smartest thing. And that would be a smart move for Nintendo to make that a launch title. I said this before when it comes to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It lasted throughout the Wii U, always to the Nintendo Switch's lifespan and its life cycle. I said it'd be stupid for them to release Mario Kart 9 on the Switch when Deluxe is doing so well. So they had to be preparing Mario Kart 9 for Nintendo Switch 2, and for that to be an actual launch title, that will move Nintendo Switches off the shelf like crazy. To that end, the first Switch was launched into the gaming world at $299. Damn, it sure was. While the Switch with an OLED screen was $439. The purported price from the Italian retailer seems rather viable and in line with Nintendo's strategy to price its console lower than PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S. However, all this should be taken with a grain of salt since Nintendo have yet to confirm, and I always say that too to you guys. Until Nintendo gives further detailed, speculations like this will surely continue as we close in on April 2nd, when the Japanese giant revealed more on Nintendo Switch 2. Wow, it's next month, April 2nd. And speaking about more information on the upcoming hybrid console and into addition of prices, launch titles are also speculative point these days. It is known for a fact that the new Mario Kart title will be a launch title and perhaps will be bundled together. But what other titles can be expected? One of many leaks put Doom: The Dark Ages to Nintendo consoles, but according to the leaker XS, Nintendo doesn't want fans to know about it just yet. And that will be sick during its launch year of Nintendo Switch 2, that they'll get Doom: The Dark Ages. Like I said before, what made Nintendo Switch 1 so profitable and it worked is because the momentum that it had. The console, for a console when it first launched to be successful, it has to have some type of momentum when it comes to the releases of their games. You got to have some great titles lined up, especially when it comes to third-party support, to fill in those gaps and those drop periods as you wait for those first-party exclusives. And if they continue this trend, and I said this in previous videos, you can go check it out, Nintendo Switch 2 can definitely dominate if they continue to trend what they did with the Nintendo Switch 1. And if you have Mario Kart out the gate, similar to how Nintendo Switch one had Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, if you have this Mario Kart, that will fly off the shelf. And then Doom come out this year. Doom: The Dark Ages come out this year. So now, not only did the console Switch 2 come out this year, Doom: The Dark Ages coming out for Nintendo Switch 2 this year as well. Man, they're starting off on a good start, because now you have it on a hybrid console. You can play it portably. You can't lose here. So it says that I've been told something that is going to make many Doom and Nintendo fans drop their jaws. Doom: The Dark Ages was not announced for Nintendo Switch 2, but not because the console can't handle the game. It got enough power, and he put an exclamation point, but because Nintendo doesn't want us to see it yet. Bear in mind, this is roughly translated, Deep L, from the Spanish language. So yes, additional titles could include Metroid Prime 4, which Metroid Prime 4, it would be smart for them to release that this year as well, probably near Thanksgiving or the Christmas holiday. That'll be another thing to boost up sales for the Nintendo Switch, knowing the fact that you got Mario Kart, Doom coming, and then of course, now you possibly can have Metroid Prime 4. I think that'll be wild, which has been in the works since 2017, a new Pokemon game, specifically Pokemon Legends ZA. Then Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Halo Master Chief Collection, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Assassin's Creed Shadow, No Man's Sky, Red Dead Redemption 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and even Starfield. That'll be nutty if Nintendo Switch happen to get those games. And as I said before, the wonders about Nintendo Switch, and the reason why it works is because it's of it being hybrid. The fact is that you can play these games portable. Gamers don't care about whether or not if the game's performance or graphically, if it's like groundbreaking or shattering. It's the fact is that these people can take it, these gamers can take it outside, play it anywhere they want. So to have Starfield, if this happens to be the case, even they can capitalize on older titles that they couldn't even get in the past, like Red Dead Redemption 2. So this is why the Switch can be successful, because they can go back and go grab older games and put it on their platform, is because now you can play it portable, which gives it new life. And also, since it's never been on a Nintendo platform before, now Nintendo fans can have a chance to actually experience it. So it says these titles could only be wishful thinking by fans, considering the lack of Nintendo consoles, raw power, and no official words from the company. Nonetheless, we have been seeing special AAA heavyweights make their way to the first Switch, including The Witcher 3, Doom Eternal, Nier Automata, and even Skyrim, among many others. So yes, it's definitely a possibility, which would definitely be crazy to see Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy also on the Nintendo Switch 2. I think that would be ridiculous, but if it does come out, that would definitely sell consoles. And you already know how I feel about the Remake Trilogy, but the fact of it being on Nintendo Switch, I can definitely see it moving consoles, and now you better play that trilogy on the go. So it said it goes without saying that these ports require compromises in visuals and performance aspects. Of course it does. This was proof that demanding third-party games could run on Nintendo's hardware. With the Switch 2 improved in every segment, such as processing power and graphics, the possibility of more third-party AAA ports isn't such a distant dream. Be that it may, until Nintendo provides more information and speculation, take it for a grain of salt. Yes, I said this time and time again. I said this, when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2, it has to just be powerful enough to be able to run games that the PS5 and the Xbox Series is running. The reason why Nintendo Switch done pretty well, because it's able to run some of the PS4 games and some of the Xbox One games. It just need to run a good amount of them. It don't have to run all of them, but if it run a good amount of them, especially those heavy hitters, and you can get it on the Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be living the life. As far as a fan, you're going to be able to get everything in a one-stop shop, because not only are you able to play it on your television, but now you can be able to carry the titles on the go. And that's something that everybody is looking for and excited for. But getting Doom: The Dark Ages on Nintendo Switch 2, man, sign me up for that. And I know a lot of other gamers are going to be looking forward to that, to be able to take that anywhere on the go. So Nintendo Switch 2 got everything lined up for them. They cannot mess this up. As I said before, just have a good launch year. That's all they need. keep the momentum going. That's why the Nintendo Switch 1 has succeeded. Nintendo Switch 2, all they had to do is replicate that. And the fact is that it also has backwards compatibility, compatible. But I pray that a majority of the games are backwards compatible, which means now you'll be able to carry your Nintendo Switch 1 library over on top of playing some of these great titles and these anticipated titles on Nintendo Switch 2. So that pretty much wraps up this video. Definitely want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Nintendo Switch 2 is going to get some pretty good AAA bangers coming to the console? And do you think they can be able to replicate the success that they had in Nintendo Switch 1 and also double it with Nintendo Switch 2? Now they have the specs and the hardware that's a bit better than its predecessor. So definitely let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe button for more gaming content here on this channel. This is MugenLord, signing off. I'll see you game fiends later. Peace out.